I'm Steve Pool.
I'm Kate Genever.
And we're both visual artists who are working in Sheffield on a project about Ruskin.
We were commissioned to make a piece for the Force of Nature show in relation to a larger Arts Council funded project that we're undertaking based in Parson Cross.
It's called The Business of Life, and it's based on a Ruskin quote from Modern Painters, which is men's proper business in life
is to know oneself, to be happy with oneself, and to mend oneself as best one can, or something like that.
Yeah, we always paraphrase it, and I think that's good because Ruskin stands good paraphrasing.
The press is the no section of the Business of Life quote. The accept was to be a drawing, and the mend was to be the turning off of the escalators. The last two parts were not commissioned, and the press was. The press contains about 100 sheets of paper. Each one equates to a single day. We did half of the pages each. I'm based in the countryside, and Steve is based in the city, so they have a feel of our day-to-day existences.
In terms of the materials, the wood for the press came from Kate's farm, which is in Lincolnshire, so it had been sawn down. One of the pieces is a solid piece cut right across the breadth of a tree that must have been 300 years old, and it's been kicking about the farm. How long, Kate, do you think?
10 years.
10 years. And the slate comes from the last working slate mine in the Lake District, which is not far from Brantwood, Ruskin's home. And it's a green slate, and if you go to Brantwood, there's a throne, a slate throne.
Ruskin's throne.
Ruskin's throne. We've got a picture of Kate sat on it. She looks like she's having a wee, actually. in his garden, and it's the same green slate. So we tried to be responsive to the show and what the show was trying to do, and it is a very, I think the Millennium Galleries have a fantastic ability to mix the modern with the historical, and to put those things together and ask different questions of both pieces. I think that's in lots of the shows I've seen here. I think that's a real strength of the curators, and I think that working with Louise and with Rowena on that show, although we didn't get our own way, so to speak, we did manage to work very collaborative with them, and I think that was a real opportunity to be fully integrated into what the show was trying to do. I really valued that experience. So the key thing about the work for us, there's sort of three things really. The first one is that it's not finished, that we suggest it's not finished in the piece because there's a big space to put more stuff in.
And there's other things we're doing. We're inviting people to come and enter stuff to it, so yeah.
Yeah, so like, people will come, people are going to sing to it, which seems a little bit ridiculous, but we kind of quite like the idea that it's going to grow. So it's incomplete, it's unpublished, and it will probably end up, well, I don't know, the slate might go on my bathroom floor, but it'll end up never been finished. It'll probably be destroyed before it's finished, or upcycled, as the current phrase is, upcycled into something else.
I was thinking then, as you was talking, that actually I'd like people to be aware of the blog that is actually essential to is an inherent part of the piece, that it's mostly closed, and so you don't get to see the content, but the process of the making is revealed through the blog.
And I think when we are there and opening it, it does feel much more like a Kate and Steve piece
definitely.
of work. And I think if it was to be another exhibition, an element of that kind of curation and that kind of conversation, because I have fantastic conversations with the attendants and the people, and it's great. It's great to do that.